Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about 5 tools that I could not live without being a traveling permanent jewelry specialist. If you're new here, welcome in. I'm sharing my journey of how to start a small business specializing in custom welded jewelry as well as some great DIYs. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's get started. Number 1 is going to be my headlamp. I did not know I needed this until I got it, and now I could not live without it. One of my biggest issues when I travel to events is 90% of them have the worst lighting. So just so y'all know, make sure y'all invest in a headlamp. I had a table light, and don't get me wrong, I thought it was great until I started going to bigger events and having more tables, and then it was like, oh my gosh, I have to bring like 18 lights if I'm gonna like light up this whole place. And then still looking at a tiny jump ring was so hard. So what's great about this headlamp is you've got your light on it, and then this actually flips down and it has a magnifying glass. It has even a stronger magnifying glass. It takes super cute photos. It really makes you look professional. A lot of my photography photos are done with this on just because it makes you look professional as well, in my opinion. And it's literally like, I want to say it was like $7 to $10. And I will try to find the link to it and link it below. But I could not live without this in my permanent jewelry business now as I travel. This is like my holy grail. I make sure it is in my bag at all times. Number 2 is my Milwaukee Toolbox. If you know me or have been following me for any time, you know I've been adding Milwaukee for a pink box or a pink wrap for my Milwaukee box because I truly, absolutely love it and would not give it up for a different brand. It is so perfect. It just makes my life so much easier. All of my tools fit down in it. My argon tank, that thing is heavy, and I have a little version. I know people who carry a bigger version, and I'm like, how do you drag that around an event? Especially because I parked at events and had to go like forever and upstairs and downstairs and across the courtyard and up the hill, and I'm like, I see people lug in like totes and totes and totes of stuff, and I'm like, no ma'am. I literally pull my little toolbox up there, and it makes it so much better because I've actually been able to expand other parts of my business. Like I can carry a way nicer table and carry other things because I'm not making 40 trips to carry them in bags and separate boxes. Also, I know my welder is safe. I have the pull, and then I have a stack on top of it with the 2 drawers. I will link a photo of it here. I did not buy either one of them. I know, don't at me. But when I started permanent jewelry a little bit before December of 2023, I went to a Christmas party and we were doing like the exchange, and I was like, that looks like a big toolbox. I was like, I'm getting that. I got it and no one stole it. It was literally like the best feeling. I was like, oh my gosh, I just scored this because they are not cheap. A few months later, I was like using it and was like, I love it. I was stacking one bag on top of it. And for Mother's Day, my stepdad came in and was like, I got you a Mother's Day gift. And he gave me the 2 drawer. It has been like literally the lifesaver. I highly recommend a rolling toolbox just because it makes it so much easier. Especially if you're planning to travel for any amount of time, they are worth the investment. I won't harp on it any longer, but make sure y'all at Milwaukee because we want a pink one. All my permanent jewelry girlies want a pink one, okay? I don't care if you make a wrap, if you make a new version of it, we want it. Give it to the people, okay? Number 3 is my portable generator. This right here has saved me so much money in the time I've had it, and you're going, so much money? When I went to sign up for events, traveling and things, oh my gosh, they charge so much more just for you to be near an outlet. But I was paying upwards of $20 to $50 difference just so I could have electricity, which was crazy. This, I want to say, was like $150. I got it on like a sale. A lot of people recommend the jacket. I don't have that one, or jackery or whatever. I have this one, which is the AWAT or something like that. I love it. It's great. It has a light on the side, and then it's got all of these, so I can do 2 big plugs. It just works so well for me. Never had any issues with it and would highly recommend it. Top of having to pay more, a lot of times you're having to share an outlet with people anyway. So you're bringing these long extension cords. One time somebody did trip over the cord, even though it was like behind us, it was like a vendor, and she fell, and I was like, oh my gosh. 1, you could have ripped my welder off my table. 2, like if you got hurt, are you gonna sue me? Nope. I did not like it. Now my weld, like it sits under my table, plugs in. There are no cords going everywhere, and I am not as scared about like a tripping hazard or being a liability in getting sued, because girl, we know everybody's out here to make money. So let's be real, be safe, just get the generator. It's worth the investment in the beginning. It's really not that much compared to a $2,500 welder. Like, invest in the generator. Okay. Number 4 is going to be a given. If you did any research about permanent jewelry, you know you need jump rings. Yes, so many different styles and kinds. I do have a whole container for just gold, whole container for silver, and I do some blacks. So I do have some blacks in there. These are so vital. Like, you cannot do permanent jewelry, or you are not a permanent jewelry artist, if you don't have jump rings, because these are how you do your work. And you're gonna have to have a few different sizes, just unless you carry only a specific number of chains. But as of right now, I have over 55 chain styles, some big, some small. So your jump rings, you want them to reflect that. And I want to say, like, some that have chunkier chains, I do cut and like re-weld those, so I don't need jump rings for those. But definitely, like, your smaller ones are going to need them, and you need to think about, this is much thinner than one of these. I always say get 2 to 3 different sizes. I know there's tons out there. If y'all want a like size comparison, I definitely ask for it below, but cannot live without your jump rings. So 10 out of 10, have to have these. Number 5 are grounding pliers. I get asked all the time, can it zap me? And I'm like, girl, no. You have to be grounded before the welder will even weld. So you can grab the pin and stick it to you. It's not gonna spark and flare or whatever everybody thinks it's going to do. You have to be grounded. So there's different styles of grounding pliers. Everybody has their own. Like corks, you'll probably have to try out how you like them. Like I said, I've tried a bunch. These are hemostat? I don't know. Don't catch me lying. I'm not good with names. But see how it's curved? I actually really like these, other than they're so long and my fat finger always gets stuck right here. But it has a cord that connects to my welder. I connect it. The great part is it locks. So see how it locks? And then I can like grab other stuff and do things. But I don't use these as much as I just like my regular handy dandy grounding pliers, because I just feel like it's less steps of me having to put down tools. Like, it just makes a quicker, seamless process to me. But I know a lot of girls who use these that actually connect these to regular pliers and it grounds it. I have never been one for that, because like I said, I really have always enjoyed my just regular grounded pliers. I hope these 5 tools make your life a little easier like they did mine. If you have any questions about permanent jewelry or jewelry businesses in general, make sure you drop them below, as I will be sharing all things about my business and how to start yours.